Major League sports stadiums hold tens of thousands of fans, all of whom consume goods and generate trash. But at St. Louis's new stadium, CITYPARK, home to St. Louis City SC, diverting trash from the local landfills to recycling, even better, composting, is the team's effort to reach their goal of zero. And when we're talking about impacting the environment, zero is a good goal to make.
We do partner with Operation Food Search, and we're able to donate a lot of those meals as well.
Samantha Thompson is the Director of Sustainability and Facility Services with the team. She's responsible for ensuring that the club is limiting their environmental footprint day to day and on match day.
That's got to be hard when you've got something this big. How do you limit what your waste might be when you've got tens of thousands of people coming through here?
It sounds hard, but the best thing is once fans come into the building, they're limited to what we provide to them. So all of our food products, all of our concession stand have compostable food products. All of the drinks are recyclable. So limiting the amount of trash that we hand out to fans makes it easier on the back end.
So what are those things that you're doing that would eliminate or reduce that waste?
So it's recycling, compost, trash. So those are the three waste streams. So what we do is we work with all of our partners to minimize the amount of trash that they're bringing into the building and maximizing the compostable materials and the recyclable materials that we can divert from the landfill.
Welcome to our sorting room. This is where the rubber meets the road in our zero waste, zero single-use plastic operation here at the CITYPARK. What we do is all the trash comes down to this location, and we have a team back here that sorts through every bag and sorts the recycling from the landfill, from the compost.
So here's how it works. Beverages are sold in aluminum bottles or refillable aluminum cups that can be recycled. No plastic here. Why? Well, aluminum is highly recyclable and can be recycled repeatedly without losing its quality, unlike plastic.
Single-use plastic, you can only recycle it maybe one or two times. Aluminum keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. So anytime you see anyone with an aluminum cup on the concourse, it could have been an aluminum cup before in its previous life. So
then there's composting, which is the natural process of recycling organic matter, such as food scraps. But at CITYPARK, it also includes the paper products. So everything you get from the food vendors that you don't consume, skip the landfill and go straight to the compost.
So if you're eating off of it, it's compostable. If you're drinking from it, it's recyclable. We try to make it as easy as fans as possible.
CITYPARK boasts its 100% local food experience, and all 25 local restaurants follow its zero waste program while serving food on match day. Gerard Kraft is CITYPARK's Chief Flavor Officer.
Has it been a buy-in issue, or do you have to sell it to the vendors here at all?
No, the vendors are all in. Every chef, local operator really has their eyes on sustainability. You know, I think a lot of these chefs and operators are very close to the farmers and the products that they serve and where it comes from. If you hear chefs talk, they're always talking about, you know, where they get their vegetables, what farmers market, you know, and the sourcing is kind of everything. So this is really just the next step in that. And I think nobody's more suited to really deal with that than chefs, because they have such an awareness around sustainability.
And in the world of sustainability, zero doesn't actually mean zero. It means sustainable.
You're doing zero waste, but zero waste is really 90%. How does that math work?
So it's kind of confusing, but once you learn it, it's easy. So zero waste is a diversion rate. So we want our diversion rate to be 90% or higher, meaning that 10% of the items that leave the stadium are trash, and the other 90% are a mix of compostable and recyclable materials.
Why are you doing this? This is a whole thing you don't have to do. You're a soccer team. Why are you doing this?
It's the right thing to do. St. Louis has amazing fans. We have over 22,000 fans show up every match day rooting for our team. if we can kind of slide in a hint of sustainability and get them inspired, inspire our staff to do the right thing and minimize our waste. There's obviously a lot going on in the world. Making sure that we minimize our footprint when we throw these giant events is something that the club has deeply invested.
For Living St. Louis, I'm Anne Marie Berger.